So the question is a good one. The question is, it seems that at one point I was going the academic route, and then now my work seems to be going towards things that are more applied. And where do my interests lie? Do my interests lie more in the academic space or in the industrial space? And I would say the answers are both. I'm interested in taking the understanding that we were able to gain from my laboratory and translating it all the way out into the world. I tend not to be a planner. So when I got into academia, I didn't plan to be in academia for my whole life. And even now that I have a company that started up, that spun out of my lab, I'm not necessarily planning to do that my whole life. I'm doing the things that seem like what God wants me to do today. That's really all that I can say is it seems like the best way to promote human flourishing really is to take the technology that we've developed and take it out of the lab and translate it so that it can affect thousands or perhaps even millions of people. And I don't know how long that's going to take. That may take 5 years. That might take 15 or 25 years. But I want to see it through. And that's really been my perspective on things throughout. I don't actually view myself as a professor or as an entrepreneur. I'm Cullen. And I actually don't like being put into those boxes. Like a lot of people around you, they see you, well, you're in academia, so of course you're a professor, you have tenure. Why would you leave? But I only have tenure because of God's grace. And so why would I hold on to that like tenure or being a professor like it's an idol? So my perspective, and that doesn't mean that I just disregard it either. There's a lot of value in the work that I've done to get where I am. It's just that I'm trying to do what God has for me for the next phase. And I don't know what that means long term. I don't know if that means I'm leaving academia. Probably not. I don't know if that means I'm going to be an entrepreneur for my life. Probably not that either. It'll probably be some mix of both. I think it's going to be hard to come up with the exact label for what it is that I'm doing. But you see more and more academics and faculty kind of straddling these two spaces of not just being concerned with their graduate students and their teaching and their journal articles, but also being concerned with how that work is being translated out into the world. And so I'm straddling those things. And for now, that's a space that's a bit murky and it's kind of hard to define, but I like where I'm sitting.